Bethany Ann Decker was 5 months pregnant when she was last seen on January 29, 2011, in Loudoun County, Virginia. She lived in an apartment on Orchard Grass Terrace in Ashburn, Virginia. Her family reported her missing on February 19th after they could not get in contact with her and they realized someone was impersonating her on her Facebook account. Bethany was estranged from her husband, and she was living with her boyfriend and the father of her unborn baby, Ronald Roldan, at the time of her disappearance. They have been living together for 2 months, and he was the last person to see her. Bethany's family said she told them that he was controlling and abusive and that he had threatened to cut her open. Bethany was never seen again. In November 2020, Roldan was charged with the abduction of Bethany, and then the following month he was charged with second-degree murder in her case. Roldan's trial is currently set to begin January 30th, 2023. Bethany Ann Decker is described as a white female with brown hair and brown eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 21 years old. She was 5 feet tall and weighed 130 pounds. Bethany has a small tattoo on her left ankle. Her maiden name is Littlejohn. It is unknown what she was wearing when she disappeared. Today, Bethany would be 33 years old. If you have any information regarding Bethany's disappearance, please contact the Loudoun County Sheriff's Office at 703-777-0445. Kiara Michelle Coles was 3 months pregnant when she was last seen on surveillance video at an ATM inside a Walgreens store in South Cottage Grove at 10:43 p.m. in Chatham, Illinois on October 2, 2018. Kiara worked for the U.S. Postal Service. Earlier in the evening, Kiara and a man who was a person of interest were seen on surveillance camera entering and exiting her residence in the 8100 block of South Vernon Avenue. Then, Kiara and the man drove off in her car with Kiara driving. Minutes later, Kiara was last seen at Walgreens using the ATM. Kiara was never seen again. The next day, the person of interest was seen parking Kiara's vehicle near her residence before entering the building and exiting with unknown items. The man was then seen driving off in his own vehicle, which was parked on the street overnight. He was questioned by police and gave varying accounts of the last time he saw Kiara. Police have not revealed the name of this person of interest. According to Kiara's family, she was excited about her pregnancy and looking forward to the birth of the baby. The father of her unborn child is Joshua Simmons, her boyfriend of 6 years. He also has children with another woman. Kiara Michelle Coles is described as an African American female with black hair and brown eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 26 years old. She's 5 feet 4 inches tall and weighs 125 pounds. Kiara has several tattoos, including a heart on her left hand, the phrase Lucky Libra on her back, a jaguar's head on the back of her shoulder, words including the phrase Love My in a design on her chest, and words on her wrist. She was last seen wearing black shorts and a multicolored shirt. Today, Kiara would be 29 years old. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Kiara, please call the Chicago Police Department at 312-747-5789. Akia Egelson was 8 months pregnant when she was last seen on surveillance camera at a bank near the Inner Harbor in downtown Baltimore, Maryland on May 3, 2017. The bank was only a few miles from her apartment in Cherry Hill. She was reported missing on May 7th after she didn't arrive at her baby shower. Akia told her best friend that she was moving in with the father of her unborn baby, Andre Michael Robertson. Cell phone records suggest Robertson was the last person with Akia near her home the night she went missing. Akia was never seen again. In February 2022, Robertson was arrested and charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in connection to Akia's murder and the murder of their unborn baby. Akia Egelson is described as an African American female with black hair and brown eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 22 years old. She was 4 feet 8 inches to 4 feet 11 inches tall and weighed approximately 140 pounds. She has a tattoo of cherries on her left shoulder and a tattoo of building blocks and the name Emery on her upper left arm. She was last seen wearing a green shirt, a black jacket with gray sleeves, black and white yoga pants, and black sneakers. Today she would be 27 years old. If you have any information regarding Akia's disappearance, please contact the Baltimore Police Department at 443-984-7385. Amanda K. Jones was 8.5 months pregnant when she was last seen in the parking lot of the Hillsborough Civic Center in Hillsborough, Missouri on August 14, 2005. Amanda's car was later found unlocked and abandoned in the parking lot of the Civic Center. Her keys were inside the vehicle, but her purse has not been found. Amanda said Brian Lee Westfall, now deceased, was the father of her unborn child, a boy she planned to name Hayden Lucas. The pregnancy was supposedly the result of a brief relationship between the two, who had met at a Christmas party in 2004. Amanda told friends that she was considering seeking child support from Westfall. Amanda and Brian met on August 14th, the day she disappeared, to discuss what role, if any, he wanted to play in the baby's life. They were supposed to have lunch together at the Off the Hook restaurant. Amanda was never seen again. Amanda K. Jones is described as a white female with brown hair and blue eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 26 years old. She was 5 feet 8 inches tall and weighed approximately 215 pounds. Amanda has a tattoo of a dolphin on her left breast. She was last seen wearing a pink sleeveless top, a pink and white flowered skirt, and pink sandals. She was carrying a pink purse. Amanda wears eyeglasses but was wearing contact lenses at the time of her disappearance. Amanda also suffers from Graves' disease, an autoimmune disorder of the thyroid. Today, Amanda would be 43 years old. The FBI is offering a reward up to $20,000 for information leading to the location of Amanda K. Jones or for information leading to the identity of the person or persons involved with her disappearance. If you have any information regarding Amanda's disappearance, please contact the Jefferson County Sheriff's Office at 636-797-5515. Kelsey Jean Schelling was 8 weeks pregnant when she was last seen in Pueblo, Colorado on February 5, 2013. The previous day, on February 4th, she had an ultrasound of her pregnancy and had sent the ultrasound pictures to her family members and her boyfriend Dante Isaiah Lucas, who was the father of her unborn child. Kelsey met Dante while they were both attending Northeastern Junior College. Dante called Kelsey and asked her to come to his home in Pueblo, a 2-hour drive, that evening after work. He said he wanted to talk to her and had something to give her. She started her trek to Dante's house at 8:30 p.m. When she arrived at the agreed-upon location, she texted Dante that she was there. Kelsey was never seen again. In December 2017, Dante Lucas was charged with first-degree murder of Kelsey. The police investigation includes images of Dante using Kelsey's debit card and driving her car in a Walmart parking lot. He was convicted of all charges in March 2021 and received a mandatory sentence of life in prison without the possibility of parole. Kelsey Schelling is described as a white female with brown hair and hazel eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 21 years old. She was approximately 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighed 120 pounds. Kelsey has several tattoos, including a Chinese symbol on the back of her neck, cursive writing on the inside of her left arm, and a green skeleton key with the word love high on the left side of her chest. She was last seen wearing a black coat with a fur-trimmed hood over a light gray jacket, black Victoria's Secret workout pants, tan Uggs boots, and stud earrings. With her, she had a black and pink Victoria's Secret bag containing personal belongings, including a day's worth of clothing and personal hygiene items. Today, she would be 31 years old. If you have any information regarding the disappearance of Kelsey, please contact the Pueblo Police Department at 719-553-2470. Sandra Ann Solly was 7.5 months pregnant when she was last seen at the Ames Plaza on Route 31 in Macedon, New York, at approximately 2:30 p.m. on May 23, 1994. She was reported missing 2 weeks later on June 5th when she failed to pay her rent. She told friends she had planned to meet her ex-husband on the day she vanished. Although he had remarried, Sanders said he was the father of her unborn child and that they were having an affair. She was excited about the upcoming birth and had already named the baby Brandon Michael. Authorities interviewed Sanders' ex-husband and he denied any involvement but refused to take a polygraph. Sandra's black female poodle named Jessie disappeared with her. Jessie's collar, leash, and tags, and Sandra's purse were later located in a dumpster behind a car wash in Penfield, New York. Police found no indications of a struggle in her apartment, leading investigators to believe Sandra left her home willingly with someone she knew. Her loved ones feel foul play was involved, as she would not leave without contacting them. Sandra Ann Solly is described as a white female with brown hair and brown eyes. At the time of her disappearance, she was 38 years old. She was 5 feet 5 inches tall and weighed approximately 135 pounds. Sandra also used the name Sandy. Sandra's maiden name is Cervoni. She has a birthmark on her abdomen and a scar on her upper lip. It is unknown what she was wearing when she disappeared. Today, Sandra would be 66 years old. If you have any information regarding Sandra's disappearance, please contact the New York State Police Department at 585-398-4126. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and share, and don't forget to subscribe. I hope you will come back to view another video. Thanks again. Have a great one.